Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we are looking at Clobberin Time, #1 by Steve Skroce. Such a cool book. Look at this dope cover by Steve Skroce and Dean White. Remember him, the colorist? Of John Romita Jr. on Black Panther from Marvel Knights back in the day. Talk about a throwback. But I feel like it's kind of appropriate because Steve Skroce is definitely a Marvel artist from the 90s who came into prominence. Probably the late 90s. I don't know. He did X-Force or Factor or one of the X books. Did some Wolverine. Went to Image Comics and did some Youngblood written by Alan Moore, crazily enough. Associated with The Matrix and Hollywood, storyboard artist. You know, I feel like he drops in and out of comics, comes back every once in a while to remind us of his amazing talent with a series like this. I believe this is a miniseries. I know there are at least 2 issues. I think it's so weird that Marvel doesn't really tell you. Back in the day, it'd be 1 of 5 or whatever, and now the numbering and the solicitation is so confusing. Just another way the industry shoots itself in the foot and then complains that comics are inaccessible or they can attract new readers. It's well, you don't even know what you're getting yourself into here. But hey, I'm not mad at this issue because it is very cool. Steve Skroce, story and art, color artist Brian Valenza, letterer VC's Joe Sabino. So it is fun. I love the retro style that they apply nowadays to try to get this old bad printing effect that comics are so known for. Let's see. So we have the Watcher here telling the story. I love it. This is not a what if, but it is framed like a what if. You know, usually we have Uatu, the Watcher, telling the stories of the Marvel Universe. What if this happened? What if this happened? Blah, blah, blah. Well, this is Tuva 2, the banished one. And he looks dope AF. He looks like if the Watcher had been invented in the 90s with all this, the gun and all the, I don't know, he looks like Cable, right? I mean, maybe that's specifically on purpose. I don't know for sure. I can't help but be reminded of the great graphic novel by Bernie Wrightson featuring Hulk and Thing that was, I think, called The Big Change. That was so amazing and so good. So it is so cool to sort of, I don't know, Steve Skroce is one of those great artists. He has amazing detail, beautiful artwork. He started out super strong and evolved hardcore into this major detailed style that is evocative of a little European Mobius, Jeff Darrow, Rusty the big guy, Rusty the robot and big guy, or Rusty and whatever, the boy robot big guy Frank Miller thing, and Hardboiled, that artist, very much like that. So this crazy Iron Man thing comes in. Ben and Bruce are having breakfast. Well, Mr. Fantastic's head is literally not in the game. He's investigating something else, which is so funny. I feel the characters are acting appropriate, and it's kind of fun to see them in their element. They're trying to help Bruce Banner, I think, but of course that's never gonna go right. And they're having breakfast. Reed isn't paying attention. They get attacked by this Iron Man robot hybrid doom thing from the future. Get taken to another plane of reality with this dying race that is on the face of annihilation, and this beautiful, trippy landscape of another world with all these mushroom penis heads in the foreground. You're always going to get, especially now that Marvel is Disney, you're always going to get subliminal peen in fiction. It's just there. So then you get this big, and this is Steve Skroce just flexing. I feel like he's hey, I'm famous storyboard artist. Anything I do sells. So can I do a Thing book? Just him and Hulk fighting each other, and we'll throw in some big monsters. And they're okay, sure, no problem. Because when I saw the ad, I was heck yeah, and here I am. I could not wait. I'm a huge fan of Steve Skroce. His art is amazing. This looks so fun. It's just, this is what I kind of like too. And I feel we have the little nods to continuity as far as Reed wearing the most current Fantastic Four costume. But other than that, I feel this is just sort of a fun wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, kind of like superhero throwdown. You know, I mean, they're just funny. Like the Hulk and Thing's relationship. You know, they're two monstrous oafs and very different in a lot of ways. You know, like I kind of love the funny banter they have between them, and you know, he keeps calling Thing crackface, which is cracking me up. No pun intended, literally. Okay. And, of course, you know, if you watch my channel, you know this is coming, you know I'm going to say this, but I would low-key love to see the black and white art of this. I would love to see it. I think it would be so amazing. Not that the colors aren't great, because they are gorgeous and totally add a lot, but I just love black and white art and would love to see the insane detail of all of this. And then we're going through timelines and certain things like that. But then this, I feel like this is the money shot to end all money shots. Look at this gorgeous 2-page spread. This is an artist just like cutting loose and having the time of his life. And I'm not mad at it. Like just like so many funny elements and things going on. And just like, I don't know. Like I can just see somebody pushing this away and being like, and I just got paid to draw that. Yay me. And then, like, they just, like, you know, it's funny because you kind of needed these 2 pages to sort of underscore the gravity of the horror of the situation, of them just fighting, like, hundreds and hundreds of aliens. And then they win, and then they're in this pile of dead aliens, and then Ben gets this text from Johnny from the future or some parallel dimension or whatever, which immediately takes me out when they start using technology. But at least it's not like a TikTok or a Snapchat thing, because that really chaps my ass. But I can live with this, so that's fine. I mean, it is what it is, technology, right? But don't you hate it in horror movies when, I don't know, although sometimes it can be used effectively. I think if you're smart, you can do it right. I don't know. Cool Lionel Francis Yu art there. In a way, like, I don't know, you know, looking at modern covers, I'm like, but see, that's what I like about this cover. Like, it's iconic. Like, it sort of stands apart. This sort of, like, I feels like would get lost a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Anyway. Road lips. I love the insults that they come. I mean, that's classic Marvel right there, when they come up with stupid nicknames for each other, like road lips and crack face, or, you know, old Jade Jaws or whatever. Look at that gorgeous Jack Kirby, like, amazing, like, God there or whatever. I mean, this book is just pure fun. And then Thing and Hulk return to the the lunch table rather, none the worse for wear. Yeah, right, bones are sticking out of them. Things like rock plates are like all chipped up. Like, it's actually painful to look at them in these pictures. And then Reed comes back and he's like, what the heck happened? Holy shenanigans. And then next Wolverine. And just when you thought you didn't know if you were going to be back for next issue, all I needed to hear were 2 words: next Wolverine. And there we have it. I wish Wolverine were a little more prevalent on the cover rather than just laying at the bottom of the page, sort of like beaten. But what is happening to Things Rocks here? I mean, I cannot wait. I mean, this looks so good, right? What a fun new series. Just like a surprise, a gem, a nugget from nowhere. I love it. It is so good. It is the comic book that you need if you love gorgeous art and just like kind of a fun, classic superhero story. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the like button and I will bring you more later.